Hello guys, it's Will aka the Bearded Scruffy Gamer here, and today I am going through my goals tactic for Football Manager 2017. Now, before you say you stole this tactic or whatever, because I know there are people like that out there who don't think that people can come up with the same tactic by just testing and things like that. Just don't be that guy that has to. Just please. I have not looked at any other tactics for Jesus, for Football Manager 2017. I haven't. I've just completed my first season with Tottenham Hotspur. I came third. I think Tottenham this season looking like maybe fourth at best at the moment. Hopefully we can pick things up. But anyway, so to my tactic. This is my tactic that I'm going to be using. I'm just going to put a disclaimer there. This video, past a certain point, will be boring because I'm going to go through things that have happened during my season that I've played. I didn't score as much as I'd like, and I'll go through why in a minute. It's to do with injuries and just a general squad lull at some point during the season. And yeah, I did manage to win the FA Cup though, which is good. But so the tactic first. So I am playing a 4-1-2-3 sort of formation thing. But I tested this during like to the later stages of me playing Football Manager 16, and it seemed to work. I haven't got it to work as much as I'd like to, as much as it did for me in FIFA. I keep saying FIFA. Why do I keep saying FIFA? I have no idea. Just rip me in the comment section for saying FIFA, please. Just do it. So. I haven't got it to work as much as I'd liked to have got it to work, but I think third is quite respectable for Tottenham at the moment. Arsenal did win the league, which is quite a bummer. Man United came third, and Watford came fourth. Watford, wow, this is like a Leicester thing all over again, except they didn't win. They just overachieved, and yeah, it's pretty good. So as you can see, I've got Wanyama in my anchorman spot. Not best, to be honest. There's a few. I'll go through my signings as well. As you can see, there's one here, and this guy on loan. But yeah, I've got a few others. So as you can see, Eric Dyer is injured and Moussa Dembele is injured. But I'm just going to go through the tactic. So I'm playing with just a normal goalkeeper as Lloris, no sweeper keeper. I don't see the point in it. And whenever I do play it, I concede a lot. A lot more than usual, and it's so annoying. So we have Alderweireld and Vertonghen. Vertonghen on the left is playing as a coverer, covering a centre defender, and Alderweireld is a centre defender stopper. Then I have two complete wing backs. I find Trippier plays a lot better than Kyle Walker. I mean, if you look, Kyle Walker's on a 7.03 and Trippier's on a 7.17. So yeah, that's that. Also, Moussa Sissoko is absolutely trash. I mean, like really, he is just no. He doesn't play well. No idea why. He hasn't been playing well for Tottenham so far this season. But he's shown glimpses of something, but nothing too great. He's not worth 30 million at all, in my opinion. Hopefully he proves me wrong, but yeah, I don't see him being worth 30 million at all. Just like Lamela hasn't been worth the 26 to 30 million that we paid for him. But anyway, I think Son's worth more than Lamela, but anyway, so that's that. Let's go on. I'm playing an attacking mentality. I like goals. I like to attack. That's how I play. Very fluid. I like my team. If you look at it, it says are expected to contribute to all phases. So that means like during the build up and defending and all that sort of stuff. That's what I would hope it would mean by all phases of the game. So all my players are working hard. That's what I like to see. And then yeah, so my instructions, the tempo is higher. I found that works a lot better than normal. And yeah, wasting time rarely. I don't like wasting time, and it's the only option. So yeah, a slightly high defensive line, too high, and you risk a lot of counter attacks. I like to play out of the defense, and then work the ball into the box. Gives you the maximum chances for a what do you call him? What do you call them? Clear-cut chance. Gives you the maximum opportunities for clear-cut chances. Mixed crosses. I either do mixed or low crosses. With Harry Kane in there, I'm doing mixed because some of the whipped and floated crosses he'll be able to get his head onto. Low crosses are usually, I would change that if I'm playing Son up front, if Harry Kane's injured, which he has been this season. Quite a while injured as well, like 4 months and then like 4 weeks. Two separate occasions, like 4 months. I mean, come on. That's probably why I didn't score as much, but it doesn't really matter that much. And it's at this point that people are going, why is he going on and on and on and on and on? Yeah, so it's going to get boring right about now. Maybe beforehand. Retain possession, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and mark tighter. I get sent off far too much if I get stuck in on and tackle harder and things like that. You get sent off a lot. I mean, I tried that at the beginning of the season, and I mean, like, Ali got sent off to the point where he had a 3-game ban. By the end of this season, when Wanyama just got sent off in the FA Cup final, he has a 4-match ban now. So yeah, don't play with get stuck in and tackle harder, because your players will get sent off far too much. Be more expressive and run at defence. That's that. Just from testing and things, I find that it works a lot better if your players run at the defenders, get them to close you down, and then you can pass off or something. A lot of you will get tackled a lot of the time, but meh, it's part of the game, really, isn't it? And now for the player instructions. Harry Kane, I've just added shoot more. Well, the forward, I've just added shoot more. I've added get further forward and sit narrower for the 2 inside forwards on either wing. Advanced playmaker, I have put mark tighter, get further forward, and more direct passes. Maybe I should take mark tighter off of that. I have to test that after this. The box-to-box midfielder, mark tighter, get further forward, more direct passes, and move into channels. The anchor man, mark tighter, pass it shorter. And the 2 wing backs, or the 2 complete wing backs, I have added mark tighter and pass it shorter. And then for the 2 central defenders, it is close down more, mark tighter, more direct passing. And for this one, it is mark tighter and more direct passing, because it should be already closing down as much as possible. That's probably why the option isn't there for that. But oh no, it's closing down less. Why? It's a stopper. I mean, surely closing down more is what a stopper should do. But I think names of things are just lost. For the goalkeeper, is distribute quickly and fewer risky passes. So he'll distribute quickly, but not to the point where he's passing to a central defender when the forward is right on top of him. So yeah, I don't want to like select any sort of single player to distribute to, just because I don't think that'll work. Let me know if you think differently. Okay, so let's go to my schedule. Arsenal fans will love this, by the way. Just so you know. Right, I lost that game. The friendly between the under 23s, I lost. And then I did quite well in the developing of the tactic against the bad teams in the preseason, just to like get your team used to shooting and things like that. I think that's what they're for. They're just to give your team a little bit of a boost. Then this Juventus game I lost. And then this Inter match looked like one to watch. It like 6-4. That just shows I had a lot of defensive vulnerabilities right there. Oh, that's Hugo Lloris. I was like, why is Harry Kane on there twice? But it's Hugo Lloris. Okay. So like notable fixtures. The first game I drew 0-0. Whoop. Beat Man United. Beat Chelsea. Then drew a Stoke. Managed to beat Real Madrid. I drew Real Madrid, Roma, and Porto in my Champions League group. I finished that group second, I believe, and you'll see who I lost to in the first knockout stage in a bit. But I managed to beat Real Madrid, but I was at home. So, yeah. Then I lost to Roma. It's just great. Had a couple of games there, and then this is where everything just goes to pot. Yeah. So 3-0 loss to Arsenal. That's why Arsenal fans will love this. Where Harry Kane gets injured? Dele Alli picks up a knock there. Harry Kane gets injured somewhere around here. Son gets injured there. I mean, like, there's Harry Kane's injury. That is his 4-month injury. So, like 4 months from the 1st of the 10th. So, he came back in February. So that was like most of the season without Harry Kane. So let's just move on a little bit. I lost my game away to Real Madrid, as you would expect to, really. Lost to Brighton in the semi-final of the EFL Cup. And here is another bad section. So I lose on aggregate to Paris Saint-Germain. Yeah, that was pretty hard to take. Then I lose 4-1 to Manchester City and take a 0-0 draw against Arsenal at home. So Arsenal this season have pretty much beaten me. Although I do manage to beat them in the FA Cup semi-final 3-1. I would say that Arsenal have the upper hand on me at the moment, which isn't good as a Spurs fan. Draw to Liverpool, lost to Bournemouth, and then Swansea. I mean, like, you could just tell this is not a good season. And I changed some of my tactic and managed to beat Arsenal. I think I changed it from normal to higher tempo, and that seemed to help for a bit. So let's just see if it will continue to do that. So this tactic will be on the Steam workshop, as will this video. I won't be accompanying the video with the normal screenshots and all that. I think just putting this video on there should do what the screenshots would do, and it gives me a chance to explain things as well. So yeah, what to have a look at now. Let's go have a look at the Premier Division. Yeah. So I conceded a lot. I conceded a lot this season, and that is something I need to work on. If you want to download the tactic and then test it for yourself and change things for yourself, and then suggest how to do things to other people in the comment section and in the comments in the Steam workshop, please do go ahead. That will really help me and other people out a lot, and that's what things are all about. It's all about like sharing it. It is a game. At the end of the day, it's a game, and it's not to be taken too seriously, because it is just a game. It's not real life. The way this game sort of works, the simplest way to do it is to say that let's say that there's a bunch of dice rolls. I say a bunch of dice rolls is how how things are determined in this game. So say the way you set up your tactic, you can change how many odd and even numbers are on a dice. Let's just say that. So the tactic does that. So let's say that you have a 6-sided dice, and there are 6 odd, there are 3 odd and 3 even sides to it. You say you put attacking mentality. That gives the dice that controls your chance of scoring a goal, that gives it 1 extra even number and 1 less odd number. But it would also give your chance of your opponent scoring a goal 1 more even number and one less odd number. So things like that. That's the simplest way to describe how these sort of games would work. I know it takes a lot more algorithms and programming to actually make this game than that, but what it really in the simplest terms comes down to is dice rolls. It comes down to luck. It comes down to like things like that. So yeah, it's the simplest way to put it. It really is. I drew far too many games as well. I mean, like, I lost less than Man United, but I drew 12 games, and that is not good. That is not good. If I could just turn half of those into a win, then I'd be level points with Arsenal, you know? And it would just be like what happened to the goal difference and things like that. But as I said, I had loads of injuries this season, and the most notable being Harry Kane, Dyer, Dembele, I think Ericsson as well, Son, just so many injuries. So, okay, where am I going now? Let me just think. What else am I going to do? I might as well show you Kane's injuries. Reports. No, where is it? Interaction development. Where's the injury stuff? There wasn't. Oh, there we go. History injuries. Okay, so he had a twisted ankle, was out for 3 weeks on the 12th of the 3rd, and then he had a damaged Achilles tendon, out for 4 months. 4 months. I mean, jeez. Let's have a look at Son. How long was he out for? Injuries. He had 2 injuries this season for 6 weeks and 5 weeks. So as you can tell, I've had a sort of a rough time of it, but you can't really complain too much. I have had a few of my like good players have been out for like chunks of the season. Dyer's injured right now. Dembele's injured right now. I think he had another 2 injuries this season as well. Injuries, yeah, like 6 days, 6 weeks, and now 3 weeks is the current injury. So yeah, and just things like that. And Jensen, I mean, he's okay for a backup, like as a super sub to bring on, but he's not great in this game. Or I think he just needs to get used to the Premier League in real life as well, and maybe he'll be scoring quite a few. But he's been out for 3 weeks and 3 weeks, so a total of 6 weeks. Okay, so now let's go on back into the Premier League. So Kane didn't really do much this season. He didn't get a lot of goals. He got quite a few for the minutes he played, but he didn't get like Zlatan got 27 goals. Aguero got 25 goals. Giroud got 23 goals. You're not going to hear that often, are you? So none of my players really stood out in the top 3 of anything. So that's a bummer. But let's have a look at team detailed. So like average possession, I'm in the top 10. I'm 7th. Penalties taken. I haven't had a lot of penalties this season, so yeah. Headers won. I win a lot of headers, which is good. Headers won ratio, same sort of thing. Yellow cards, as I said, like beginning of the season, I was getting a lot of yellow cards, and like I had 6 red cards this season. Stoke had 12 though. I mean, geez. Form, yeah, don't really want to be looking at that, considering the season that I've had. I scored a lot of goals from corners. I'll show you the corner tactic in a bit. I mean, like, I'm first, so I scored 9 goals from corners this season. Dribbles per game, gone up. Fouls against. Shots on target, 4th. Quite a lot of shots on target. I did seem to average about 15 to 25 shots a game. So like somewhere in between that. Sometimes it was higher, sometimes it was lower, but it was like somewhere between 15 and 25 every game. Conceded. Sorry, I'm about to cough. I am so sorry if this is loud. Okay, I'm ill, so sorry about that. Conceded 43 goals. Yeah, no, just not great. Where am I going? Goals, 69. 69 goals and 43 conceded. As I said, like, my main striker was out for like 5 months essentially. So yeah, there's that. If you want to have a quick look at what's happened here, tackles won ratio, third in the league. Penalties conceded, third in the league. So like nothing was really that bad as penalties wise. And yeah, clean sheets, I got 12, which is like on par with Man City. Not on par with the big boys up there though, but what can you do really? What can you do? Developing of the tactic year isn't great at all. What was I going to do? Tactics, and then I was going to show you my set pieces. So corners, defending is like this, just to sort of pack out this bit, pack out the area, and hopefully everything will get blocked. Then attacking is like set up both sides are set up essentially the same, like that. Sort of, so like you have like a player marking the keeper, and then you have loads of players forward, and you have one player attacking the ball from deep. Seems to work. And then you have your wing backs, because they're fast, they're staying back so they can hopefully cover any counter attacks. It seemed to work, so I'm keeping it. You can change it if you want to. Nobody is gonna stop ya. Nobody is gonna stop ya. But yeah, so I haven't had like the best time of it. But anyway, I only managed to beat Stoke 1-0 as well. And there's Ranyama's red card. Whoop. Whoopity whoop. Whoop 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 whoop. Whoop 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 whoop. But yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, do feel free to pop them in the comment section. Again, I'm going to stress, don't be that guy who says this guy has copied this and that, and yeah, no, I haven't. I've developed it. I've talked you through the process. And yeah, the formation, I'm not giving credit to any other Football Manager player. Like whichever real manager came up with the formation that I use, they're getting the credit. I mean, last year some guy was saying, "Oh, they copied this formation from him." No. I copied it from real life, like every other formation in the game, unless you put everyone on the left or everyone on the right. You know, it's just like, who uses 4-4-2 on Football Manager? Oh, you copied everyone else who uses 4-4-2 on Football Manager. It's just like saying that. And just don't be that guy. Just do not be that guy who is just annoying for the sake of being annoying. Nobody likes that. I mean, you might like it because you're doing it, but nobody will like that. Nobody in their right mind would say, "Ha, good one." No. Just no. I'm sorry, I get really annoyed at people like that, because they don't give up. I mean, this guy, I explained things to him, and then he'd come back with something even more ridiculous than he said before, and then I'd answer that, and then he'd come back with something more ridiculous, and then I blocked him on Steam, so he decided to comment on my YouTube channel saying the same stuff. It's like, no, just no. What an absolute idiot. Like, seriously, what an idiot. I mean, like, forget about other things. It's just, that guy just annoyed me so much. Oh. So yeah, what I'm going to be doing, if anyone is here listening to me just rant, I want to say thank you. You are amazing. And what I'm going to be doing is I'll be testing tactics throughout a season. So like in the comment section down below, just put a tactic and put a team. So like, say if someone's put a Steam tactic on Steam, send me a link to that. Obviously, I won't say it's my tactic. I'll say it's theirs, because I'm nice and I'm not an idiot. And then tell me a team you want me to try it with, and I'll try my best to do that. So say you send me a tactic, say blah 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 has done a tactic for blah such and such and such a team. If you want me to do anything on that, I'll play a season and then tell you my results. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing like a video like this after every season in this save for like 3-4 seasons, just to see how it goes, and they'll be posted on the Steam page, they'll be posted on YouTube. So do stay tuned for that. If you are here right now, please remember to leave a like, and please remember to subscribe so you get my updates and things like that. So if like you can press the little update button, the bell thing, you can press that. When I upload another like end of season review sort of thing, you can have a look at that. What I'm actually going to do now is show you my transfers, just because I bought Paul Lopez just because I want to sell Vorm and I want to keep her, just because. So transfer history, I've bought this guy from Atletico Madrid for 5.75 million. I think that's quite good considering how good he could become. I bought Lincoln. You know, I like a bit of Lincoln if you saw my last series. He's quite cool. He's quite good for 7 million, and then load him out because I couldn't get a work permit. It's really, really strange. I bought this midfielder simply because he looks absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to see how he progresses. Like, I mean, determination 17, and like he's 18, and his stats are pretty much green, except for his technique, and that will just come with tutoring and training. So he's like a better Wanyama at the moment, but he's not as strong yet. Hopefully he might be like close. He might get close to Wanyama, but that's about it. And this guy, I think he's an in-game generated one, Sam Johnson. Left back, I'm going to sell Davis. He's going to be my back. This guy's going to be my backup left back. So I signed him on loan, and I've offered them a clause, like a mandatory clause, and they accepted it. So yeah, I'm getting him. They didn't want to sell him, but I'm doing it, and I'm giving them a loan fee as well, just to make sure that I got him, because they were trying to loan him out to other people after I bid for him. So yeah, these are all my outgoings. If you want to pause, have a look, and yeah, I think that wraps it up pretty much. Let's leave you with this, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, whoever is still here, and have an amazing day, guys, and hope to see you next time. Well, none of us will see each other because I haven't got face cam here, and I can't see you, but you'll be listening to me next time, and thank you so much for watching. You're amazing. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and press the channel alert button so you know when I post another season update, and hope to see you next time. I said that about 5 times now. Jeez, oh, crease, oh. Goodbye, guys.